Today we're going to learn how to draw a coyote to go along with our buffalo that we learned how to draw yesterday. To draw our coyote, we're going to start with his great big ears. So we're going to start by doing a sloping line up. This is going to be his left ear, and then just curve it and down. Coyotes have really big ears so that they can hear little mice that they might want to eat. We're actually going to make this side a little bit longer. And then we can do a dark spot on the inside to show that he's got kind of a hole to here and there. And I'm actually going to make mine go down here a little bit like this, just because that's how it looks in the picture. And as you can see, I'm making mine look a little bit furry. So not a perfect line, but just get a shape that looks kind of like that. The next thing we want to do is add a little bit of dark fur here. And again, we're just sort of drawing a jagged line to show that he's got some fur. And then we're going to draw his other ear. Now his head's kind of turned, so this ear is going to go out diagonal. And then it's just going to come down here like this. We can add some fur here to show just the outside of his ear has like some markings on it. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is kind of draw a little furry line down the middle of his face, sort of so we don't get lost. And down from that furry line, we're going to do his one eye, which is sort of hidden. So we're just going to draw like kind of an indication of where it is here with this little dot. And then from that, we're going to make a line up that connects with the ear. You can make yours a little furry if you want. And right next to that eye, we're going to come in a little bit and make his other eye. So we'll just draw kind of a sloping line up, and then a line down here like this. Now we can draw where his eye is in there. And he's got like a little furry mark here, so we can draw our little furry mark. Next we're going to draw his snout, so come up to where we made that indication of the other eye, and then just draw kind of a sloping line out, a curved line down, and then almost like a little triangle here, and that's going to be his nose. And we can draw it. I'm going to leave the top of it kind of white to show he's got a little shine on his nose there. And then from there, we can draw his mouth. He's kind of smiling. He's a happy coyote. And then right under that is where his chin is. So we can draw just this little chin line. It doesn't exactly follow his smile, and you can make yours as happy or as not happy as you want. Maybe he's a hungry coyote. He doesn't look like that right now. Alright, so let's draw the back of his neck. We'll just draw, we can draw a furry line if you want. Just kind of a straight diagonal all the way down to about mid-nose here. And then after that, he's got kind of a bump because that's his shoulder. And then it's going to come straight down into his arm. You can make your line furry. I didn't make mine very furry. Let's do it a little furrier. Okay, that's better. He's in some grass too, just like our buffalo, so we can draw some grass down here. And then we'll just draw a little furry line up, and it's gonna kind of diagonal in as it gets thicker towards his body. And then he's got a little fluff for the middle between his legs there. And then another straight line down. More grass because we're hiding his feet in the grass. And then he's got kind of a fluffy line up. Now this line sort of, I'm going to draw it like a curve, and you can make yours furry if you want, but it kind of follows all the way up to his chin. He's got like a big dark tuft of fur over here to show kind of where his face stops and his body is. So you can draw your tuft of fur over there. And then we've got his back. So his back kind of starts right at his nose. And then we just draw a sloping line down. And then from over here where his forearm was, we can just draw some little fluff here. And that's going to connect in with where his leg is. So just do some fluff down. And then some fluff up that connects to the back of him. Now he does have a really big tail, but it's kind of behind him. So what we're going to do is draw a line down here. And then we're going to color this all in dark to show where his tail is, because it's kind of like laying down behind him. I'm going to do some grass down here. And then over here on the other side, he's got more tail, so we can just kind of color it in dark to show that that's where his tail is. And then we'll do some fluff around it, because he does have some like light areas as well. Then the last thing is we can kind of add details to him. So we can add some lines here to show his different color fur. We can do lines here to show the fur kind of going along with the side of his body. And some down there. I'm gonna smooth him out a little because he's looking a little crazy. Okay, that's our coyote. Nailed it. See you guys tomorrow.